approximately 8.5 months.
When did the hippie group come in?
About the first week in September.
Did you think of them as a hippie group?
Well, yes and no. Because some of them were what you would consider actual hippies, and others, I think, were using the valence of hippies.
What were they? Those that were trying to hide behind the hippiness?
It would be hard to say what their motives were. And yet it was evident that they were using other people to their own ends. And yet, then you look at it in another way, and it could mean something else.
Was there an indication that they were involved in crimes and murder and this sort of thing?
No, not at first.
Mm-hmm. How do you mean not at first?
Well, when they first came, they were very congenial people. And they did, they were really what you'd consider putting out front their best. And they were nice. And they came and they did just what other people would do.
Then did they start discussing things they'd done?
I heard many interesting things.
Did those interesting things frighten you?
No.
How did you feel about it?
Well, it was like I told one of the people there. I says, the game you're playing won't work.
What were they trying to do?
What were they trying to do? Well, my personal opinion?
Yeah, understanding. Not all have been picked up by police. What about those that are at large?
Well, the one man that they seem to be looking for, that he seemed to be one of the nicest ones in the whole group. And I don't think he really went completely with it, but he didn't know how to get out.
Do you recall anything that happened around the first week in August?
The first week in August?
Anything in particular?
Oh, I think I know what you're leading to, but I wasn't aware of it at that time that these kind of things were going on.
I mean, did they leave the place? Did anybody leave the place during that time?
Oh, no, this was the first week in September when they came.
Oh, I see. In other words, they arrived there after August had gone by.
Right. Well, one of the parties seemed not too anxious to leave and go back down into what he called the other world.
Did you get the feeling that they were running away?
They tried not to leave this impression, but I think it was evident.
When you think of that, how would you define that idea of running away?
It's like you leave one place and go to another for convenience of not being detected or being pushed.
Did you get the feeling that maybe they were afraid the law might be after them?
After a while, yes.
Yeah.
It was quite evident.
Yeah, how do you mean evident?
Well, they brought automobiles, new automobiles, and painted them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had no value for material things because nothing to them had any value. This is part of their rituals or part of their expression of life was that everything was free.
Did human life have any value to them?
Well, I would say that animals seem to be more important.
How about the idea of hanging? Did that have any? Was there any ritual involved with that?
Not that I know of.
And did you see any rituals in which ropes were used?
No.
Or in which the head was covered?
No.
What ritual did you see?
They would sit in a circle around a big bonfire, and one of the men would play the guitar, and they would sing songs. And all of the songs that they would sing were their own songs that they wrote themselves. And if I don't mind saying so, some of them were pretty nice.
How about narcotics?
I never actually saw any narcotics being used, but I was aware of the use of them in the way in the action of some of the people.
Did any of them ever give the indication that they were involved with the Hollywood people, that they knew big people?
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
And did they mention any names?
Well, yes, but I think we better leave names out of it.
Right. But they said they knew Hollywood, big Hollywood people. Have I defined that right?
Well, I don't know what you mean by big. In other words, there's people that are, we would say, that are known over the country that they told me they knew personally.
Did you believe that?
Not really.
Or is that just kind of something they were saying that...
I think it was kind of a build-up for importance to make me feel that they were important and then they could use me more. No.
But why take chances, huh?
Well, if you want to imply it, well, why take chances?